Hey guys, how y'all doing today? My name is Franchise Fanatic, and welcome back to the channel. And today for you guys is another reaction video. Today we're tackling the new teaser trailer for Superman. It was originally called Superman Legacy, and there's a whole bunch of drama behind it, which we'll get into at the end. But right now, I just want to watch this. I haven't seen it. I saw like one shot because of some other moron online, and yeah, so I tried to avoid it. But anyway, let's go watch this, and I'll give my thoughts. And obviously, the link will be down in the description. Want to go check it out? Let's do this. It was like a friggin' missile. Literally, the very first thing we see of Superman in this new DCU is him, like, on the cross crucified in that Commando show, and now him in a fetal position. Oh boy. Apparently he bleeds. Not liking that here, though. I mean, he does look like a nerd, I'll give him that. This summer, a dying man in a cave. Oh, I know who that is. Tanner!
Home. Take me home.
It's cool. Oh, yo.
Superman.
Like the Batman. Oh! Wow. July 11th. DC Studios. That's crazy, man. I had a big dumbass smile on my face the whole time. So yeah, okay. Negatives out of the way first. I think it is they're trying to paint Superman as this figure of hope and love and justice and peace, kind of like the ultimate Boy Scout. And the first thing we see of him is not really a positive thing, but I get it. You know, you're trying to set up your stakes. I probably wouldn't have started with that, but I like. You know, it is cool because we got to kind of see something different from normally that we've seen in a Superman trailer, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, James Gunn is a good director. Okay? He's a great director. I know he's kind of a weird guy, but he's a great director. Okay, Guardians trilogy, effing great. The Suicide Squad, great. I haven't seen Peacemaker. I know he wrote like Scooby Doo 2, so he's done a lot of stuff, and this looks fun. You know what I mean? I think that they're getting the Clark Kent stuff down. His hair is a little wonky, but I get it. He's supposed to be a nerd. He's in Smallville. It seems right there with his adopted dad, I would assume. We get our first look at Crypto the Super Dog, who kind of looks like my dog Tanner in a way with a cape, which is kind of weird. But also, I do think Crypto is CGI, which could be hit or miss. It's probably going to be that is 100% CGI. Not bad, but it's CGI. You can tell. I do kind of wish it was a little bit more practical in that sense, but I love that shot. I love this. This is really where it hits the stride. I think, I don't know. I think he looks a little too young to be Lex. But he's bald at least. You know what I mean? I think he's probably going to be better. Look, I don't mind Jesse Eisenberg or whatever. I don't mind that in the DCEU, but it is cool to get a more traditionally Lex Luthor looking Lex Luthor from the get-go. That's kind of cool. I like the gun. I like that shot. I love the shots where children are looking up to him and all that. This is very reminiscent of like the Batman where they're throwing shit at him and it just they kind of like what a freak, what a creep. You know what I mean? I kind of like that aspect. It looks like he's taking out a bank loan in this shot, which is I don't know what he's doing there. We got Guy Gardner, who is Green Lantern, which I thought they were going to start out with Hal Jordan, but apparently it's Guy Gardner. Well, that looks fine, I guess. The bowl cut is supposed to look like that. It looks kind of corny on purpose. That's how it is in the comics. James Gunn. I can tell. I haven't seen Creature Commandos, but I can tell that this is going to be very faithful to the comics, right? A lot of DC stuff. Everyone knows Batman and Superman, but not everyone knows Guy Gardner or Hawk Girl or whatever. You know what I mean? Or Crimson, not Crimson. That's Marvel. I don't know. Someone random from DC. Everyone knows your Batman, your Superman, your Wonder Woman, but I think this is going to lean into more of the crazier side of DC, like that. You know what I mean? Like that looks crazy. Obviously we get Lois Lane, which I'm sure she'll do fine. That guy, I don't know who that is. I know who that guy is. I don't know who. That looks like a Skrull. Again, I love DC, but obviously I am more knowledgeable in Marvel. This is called Superman, but it's very much going to be like a team up type of thing. We got like 9/11 times 10, which probably isn't very good. We've got Lex Luthor crying because he's bald. I know that. Bavarian troops amassing at the border. What is this, woke? That should be interesting. I guess Superman Crypto looking pretty cool, holding the cape. Really good shot there at like some to field. Oh, who's that guy? Shoot. Mr. Terrific, I believe his name. Mr. Terrific. I don't know anything about that. A lot of this I've seen from like actual like clips that they've shot in Cleveland, so that's kind of cool. Where I'm local, so that's actually really awesome that they have that. So it's like, I don't live there, but it's like, oh, I know that place, and I know that they're blowing that up or whatever. So I've seen this guy in the behind the scenes stuff when they're filming it. This looks pretty cool. I like the cinematography. The shots look really good. It's obviously got Guardians of the Galaxy feel to it, especially with this shot here where it's kind of like going in like a 360 motion, kind of right there. That's kind of like Guardians 3 in a way. But yeah, I think, James Gunn is a great filmmaker, and I think he's going to freaking nail it. This looks really fun, really intense. They got the Alien Superman-esque, feel to it, but they also have the weird mythology of Superman and how he kind of has this alter ego in the Daily Planet, and then you get Smallville, then you get Metropolis, and you get all these other crazy things. And it's kind of funny that the DCEU started with a Superman movie, and this is, I know the DCU technically started with Crimson, or whatever the F it's called, Creature Commandos, but this is like the first real thing for a lot of people. Like me and you, we know the first real thing is that animated show. Animation is just as important, just as vital, just as well received and normal as live action. Because let's be honest, 90% of this trailer is animation. CGI is a form of animation. So suck it. Anyway, yeah, I think that the animated show should be fun. It looks fun. It is a little bit wonky for James Gunn to start off a brand new DC universe with an R-rated animated show. Kind of odd, you know what I mean? But I'm glad that they're doing that, right? Because you got now you're allowed to have PG-13, PGR. You're allowed to have all these different ratings that fit the need of the narrative, which I think is great. Obviously, this is probably going to be PG-13, but I think it looks really fun. This looks really great. I'm excited to see what they do with this franchise moving forward with whoever they're casting as Batman. And then you've also got, I know the Joker movies are done, but you have that part of DC. You've got the DCEU, which also has all this other canon stuff. People don't know the DCEU was also canon to 1966 Batman and the Christopher Reeve movies, like all those things, all those crazy cameos that look like dirt in the Flash. That's all canon to the DCEU. So, that's still cool. But now we're starting fresh. We got a brand new universe. I know James Gunn is kind of awkward because he's like, oh, well, actually, this one thing is canon because they're in that. But then that one scene from that one thing isn't actually. So everything's canon except for that one shot. It's like, that's not really how canon works. It either is or it isn't. You can't really cherry pick. I guess James Gunn's allowed to do whatever the hell he wants, but it's just kind of awkward. You know what I mean? Like in Star Wars, you've got canon and then you've got legends. One is real, one is fan fiction. I know people don't like to hear that, but it's true. Doesn't make it not good, but that's just what it is, right? So at the same time, it's easy to kind of get confused by, what is canon? What actually counts in this new DC universe? Obviously, we got Creature Commandos. Obviously, we got, apparently, Scooby-Doo. Obviously, we got this. but it's still a little bit up in the air. You know, I mean, I wish there was like a legitimate, like, real list of everything that's so far canon, because it's so far pretty confusing. But this does look promising. I'm very excited to see where they go with this. Superman's not my favorite hero of all time, but he is cool. I like him, and Henry Cavill is my favorite version. I know. I love the Snyderverse. I love the DCEU. I genuinely did enjoy the DCEU. Okay, for all the shits that it's had, they've had some good moments. Okay, I'm not gonna lie and say the DCEU was a failure, but I think this, in a way, it was, right, because they're already rebooting. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like, I don't know, man. It's hard to explain. Like, I love the DCEU, and I'm also excited for this as well. You know what I mean? I'm optimistic. That poster looked good. That theme music was a little bit too slow for me, but this does look good. A few negatives, you know what I mean? A little wonky start out with him kind of hurt and dying. And then Creature Commandos have got, him, like, literally dead. And then you got Crypto, which is obviously a CGI dog, which, maybe it'll be practical in some scenes. I get it. You can't have a real dog, do some of this crazy stuff. You'd kill it. So I get it, right? Obviously, we don't want to hurt animals or people making a movie, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. But it does look good. I think it's a good CGI dog. Very little complaints. I think this does look really fun, though. I think it's got a lot of potential. I mean, I'm just pumped we got it. You know what I mean? I remember waiting for this friggin' trailer was like hell. You know what I mean? I just wanted this trailer, and I'm glad we have it. I'm going to show it to my parents. I'm going to show it to all my buddies and friends. And, yeah, man, I'm super friggin' pumped to watch this trailer. Coming out, when is this coming out? July... What is this, July 11th, I believe? Yeah, okay, so next year, 2025, I'm excited. The DCEU is officially kicking off in movie form. We already do have the DCU with, obviously, Creature Commandos, and then, like I said, we got Joker, DCEU, the Batman franchise. Those are not canon to this, as far as I know, unless James Gunn has a wild epiphany or something. But I think it looks really cool. You know what I mean? I'm excited to see this. We got the new logo for DC Studios as well, to kind of hopefully, I don't really want to start a rivalry between Marvel and DC, because I genuinely love both, but I'm hoping this does well. I hope they don't F this up and make it really wonky or weird or woke or whatever. You know what I mean? I just want good movies. I want good content with DC. And I feel like we've been getting that. Like, The Batman is amazing. I love the two Joker movies. I liked a lot of the DCEU. And so far, I'm liking this. So, yeah, a little weird, again, to start out with Scooby-Doo being canon and an R-rated animated show for your brand new universe. But a few odd choices aside, I think this is going to go in a good direction, and I think ultimately James Gunn knows what he's doing. So tell me down below in the comments what you think about the new movie Superman. I'm excited to watch this, hopefully on July 11th or close to it, so I don't get spoiled. But yeah, man, this looks sick as fudge, and I'm very, very excited to check this out in theaters. And yeah, man, as a DC fan, I think I might just play some DC games today, because I'm pumped. Anyway, thank you guys. This will be in the description, and we'll see you later.